Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor, Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, Facebook group, MeWe, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. So, if you're listening to this, and it's not through Anchor, God bless you. Last two episodes did not actually get distributed until earlier tonight. I had to reach. People were telling me they weren't seeing it on iTunes. I checked Breaker, and it wasn't coming through on my Breaker. This is how I listen to a lot of my podcasts. So I was like, damn. So I emailed them last night, and I got to say, within 24 hours, it appears to have been corrected. But it probably means that if you're listening to podcasts tonight, you've got 3 episodes to get through. I apologize. I had nothing to do with that. If you hear my voice and it sounds a little bit stronger, I actually got what I thought was possibly going to be a quackery device on Amazon. It's like $35. It's you blow for people with chronic conditions with their breathing, and mine's not. Well, currently it's like chronic, I guess you could say. So, and it, I'd have to look it up. I forget what the heck they call it, but it was like $35, and you breathe through it, and a little flap on the end that like kind of like makes a vibration, and that vibration should transfer to your lungs and loosen up the shit. It seems to have worked. Well, you got it last night, same day shipping on Amazon, and I actually spent the night in bed. I didn't have to transfer over to the recliner where the cat likes to lie on my chest because she knows I'm sick. And when Rachel woke up for work, I was still in bed, first time in 2 weeks. No, she didn't kick me out. I kicked myself out. And I'm still running out of breath doing physical exertion, but instead of short breaths and to try to get the oxygen back in, I'm taking much longer breaths. I guess we'll take what we can get. So, in regards to the Illusionists, now, if you haven't listened to the Illusionist episode yet, do. But in regards to the Illusionists, we got some messages, some voicemails from Michael Shorten, a.k.a. the Chicago Wiz. So he's gonna. I gave him some inspiration, possibly for his own podcast. But let's listen to Mike.
Hey Eric, Mike Shorten, Dungeon Master's Handbook. I think you and I are having a conversation about 1E right now, and I'm really loving the inputs and things that make me go back and look at the rules. Regarding Illusionists, you had mentioned not being able to use magic items. They can use magic items that can be used by any other class. So basically anything that's not limited to like a cleric or a mage or something like that, they can use, which is a fair amount of items that they have access to, including illusionist scrolls. The other thing is with phantasmal forces, I always interpreted disbelieving as you have to have a reason to disbelieve. Maybe they touched it, maybe they see the magic user, maybe there's something that they have to tell me. You can't just go around and say, well, I disbelieve everything. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, cheers and take care. Game on.
Yeah, when I said they couldn't use magic items, I really meant they lose access to all those really cool magic user magic items. They don't get the wands, they don't get the staves. There's no magic items really that are illusionist only, right? So yes, they can use the scrolls, and I forget what is it? Is it 10% or 25% of the magic user scrolls are really illusionist scrolls? And illusionist script is not the same as magic user writing and whatever. But yeah, they can't use they can use the generic roads, but they're not going to get a ring of wizardry. They're not going to get a wand of fireballs. There's a lot of things they don't have access to, and you got again, just like in a lot of ways, a druid or a bard. If your party needs those 4 core classes, if somebody takes the illusionist over a magic user, the party's screwed. Okay, I mean, somebody else said, I think on Facebook, like, Thief Illusionist. Yes, Thief Illusionist is a gnome. That's strong combination. Very strong. But Illusionists are fun to play. Don't get me wrong. But you need an actual. They are an add-on. You have a party with 6 or 7 players, sure. Here's the other thing too. With the fighter subclasses, generally speaking, they're just as effective as a fighter, right? Don't they get exceptional strength? Don't they get to specialize with the Unearthed Arcana? So yeah, they're just as effective. A little bit more XP, but just as effective. Not the same for the subclasses for Cleric, which would be a Druid, or for Magic use subclass, Illusionist. Just my observation. But Mike has some more thoughts, so hold on.
Hey, Eric. Michael Shorten, Dungeon Master's Handbook. I wanted to touch a little bit more on that disbelieving part, and I may actually do a podcast on this myself, so maybe this is a little preview. For me, you can't just go around disbelieving everything. People are going to look at you like you're crazy, and, well, that might be a fun character thing, but, give me a reason why you're disbelieving. Did you touch the phantasmal force? Did you interact with it? Are you looking and seeing a spellcaster concentrating on it? Is there something that you would doubt the reality of the situation you're looking at? And I'll go along with the player and if they want to interact with that, but it's not just where, I disbelieve everything and I'm automatically going to get the saving throw. It doesn't quite work that way. Anyway, just wanted to talk about it a little bit more. Talk to you later. Game on.
Well, I never said my players or their characters were considered to be sane anyway. But I'm looking for, tag me if you do an episode on this, because I'd love to listen to it. Which reminds me, you think that here I am, I'm home, basically for 2 weeks so far. Haven't gone anywhere since I went to my personal doctor 2 weeks ago today at noon. So yeah, I've been homebound for like 2 weeks. I should be listening to more podcasts instead of been streaming too much shit and fucking, I don't know, Netflix and Amazon Prime. Jeez. By the way, started watching Pearl Harbor. As I started, I think I stuck it out for an hour and a half of a 3-hour movie. That was today. And I was like, that's it. I'm out. I don't see the war movie here. I don't see the action that I remember from the commercials when they were advertising this shit a couple of years ago. I just see a lot of date movie material, I guess. Relationship building and drama. Not what I wanted. All right, folks. As always, if you enjoy what you're listening to, and if you're listening to this, I fucking hope you enjoy it. Because if you don't, why the fuck you listen? But if you enjoy it, leave us a rating, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen, and spread the word. Because I can tell you right now, not many people listen through the Anchor app. It's obvious when, normally within 24 hours, podcast has 125, 150 downloads or more. And I'm looking at 12. Because those 12 are coming through Anchor. So if you listen on Anchor, that's great. If you listen elsewhere, that's awesome. And I apologize again that you're going to get hit with like 3 episodes tonight if you're not listening via Anchor. I had nothing to do with that. All right, folks. As always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. And I will talk with you all tomorrow. Yeah, I should be back. Yeah, that's it.